Hey everyone, Ghostface 884 back again for another episode of ScareFormers Month. This is just a little review series where we take a look at beastly, scary, Transformers. This review, we're going to take a look at Titans Returns Mindwipe. He might just wipe your mind. Ooh. He's scary. Yes, I really need to invest in some gloves. I'm leaving fingerprints at every crime scene. I'm gonna get caught. I suck at my job.
Thanks for the intro, Ghostface 884. Well, now I'm Soundwave 884. No relation. And we're going to talk today about Mindwipe. This is Titans Returns Mindwipe, part of my ScareFormers Month, where I look at Transformers that could be deemed, I guess, scary in some way. This is Titans Returns Mindwipe. Now, we do know as of recent, we're getting a re-release of this guy. It's actually more along the lines of the Takara Transformers Legends Mindwipe with the, I say, accessories of the Titans Returns Mindwipe. It is going to be released as a Walmart exclusive, but it's going to come in a G1 Transformers box. So you get a mix of retro vintage with some, more modern releases. Not exactly what I would want. I'd rather have the original G1 be re-released, but hey, it's still something that's neat, and it also gives people who missed out on these releases, who might want them, to maybe buy them at a cheaper price. I don't know, because I know a lot of times older Transformers go for a heck of a lot on eBay, and maybe by doing this, that will cut into these scalpers or people who are just trying to unload them at ridiculous prices. But with these being Walmart exclusives and coming in G1 packaging, could they themselves be expensive and a ridiculous price? I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see there. But this is Mindwipe, and good thing about Titans Returns, I kind of wish they did this now. Oh, we got these cards. Now, they started out in Combiner Wars, but Combiner Wars had a generic back. But in Titans Returns, we got pretty much what was on the package of the box art. And then you turn it around, and you didn't get a bio, but you got a tech spec. And that's cool. I kind of wish there was a little bit of a bio somewhere on here. Just a few words. Just give me his function. You don't have to give me an actual bio of the character. A function, a motto. You can kind of get something from that. That way, because there's only a little bit of space. But you do get a tech spec. And the red here is what Mindwipe's abilities are. And with the blue at the tip is when you add Vorath to him, it actually increases his abilities to these new points. And instead of the old school, 0 or 1 to 10, we go from, 0 to 20. So, strength, he's got an 8 alone, a 10 with Vorath. Speed, he's about a 7, and then to a 9 with Vorath. For intelligence, he's a 6, but with Vorath, gets him up to an 11. Boy. Then, I guess for firepower, he's at a 7. Vorath gets him up to an 11. I don't know how just being ahead adds 4 more points of firepower, because the head doesn't do anything. Now I can see when it adds the intelligence, maybe it ups his ability to use his firepower more effectively. But that's kind of cool. I wish they kind of, still keep doing that. Some kind of tech spec, like a card, like this, that you can put in an album, and they have the card pages for trading cards and stuff. You could keep these, and you could keep the tech spec, and like if it had a little bio, that would be cool. I don't know why they don't do that. I know, you old school be on the box, but doing this way is more of a collectible thing. You don't have to cut it out, rip it out, or whatever. It comes already on a card. I kind of wish they would continue stuff like that. This is little simple things. I enjoy the little things in life, I guess. I guess little things they won't continue doing either. So, this is Mindwipe, Titans Returns Mindwipe. It is part of the 1987 Headmasters. If you watched Season 4 of the Rebirth, or you watched Transformers Headmasters, you got to see this guy in action. Now this, like I said, is the Hasbro release in North America. He's got lovely shades of purple. Yeah, 2 shades of purple going on. This purple right here is actually a little bit darker than what this purple is up here. I guess it shows up on camera. It's kind of hard to tell if it actually is showing up, but in person you can kind of see this is a lighter purple. This is darker, and this darker purple kind of matches his chest, whereas the lighter purple kind of goes a little bit more like with the arms, because even the legs on here is a darker purple in Vorath than the arms. It's a small tone change. It's not that noticeable, but it is there. He's got some dark browns, like brownish orangey. Yeah, I said orangey. Brownish orange. It abounds in certain places here on his legs. This piece here, right here. And this will also outline his wings. Because you see these wings appear, you think, hey, these are the ones, and he's in his bat mode. No, they're actually his legs that will unfold. Head sculpt here on Vorath is not bad. I do like it. And silver paint, red eyes, black. It looks good. Decepticon logo there. He's got some silver paint here, a little bit of orange on the back end. Beware, his wings are the soft rubbery plastic. And even the head here on the back is also that way. Then the legs, a lot of the legs are that way as well. You'll see that when we transform him. He's got, only thing I don't like is he's got big, huge feet, and at least it gives him some balance. So it's just, at certain angles, it's kind of unsightly. It looks like clown shoes. Sorry, people who are afraid of clowns. Otherwise, he's not a bad-looking figure at all. I do like it. He comes with a normal gun. Does not support blast effects. He also has this piece here attachment, which will help form like tail and stuff in bat mode, which has these claws that come out, which can fold back in if you just want to use it like as a shield or as a different type of gun here. Like these could be barrels that fire. You can tap it in his hand with this, or into the ports on his arms. Also, if you unfold it, you can set his Headmaster or Titan Master inside of this as well. And with this peg here, the gun can peg in. It's just like the Titan Master, like Warpath would be manning some kind of floating gun ship. But that's there as well. And just take a look at the actual gun. Nice molded in details on the weapon. Articulation on Mindwipe. He's not going to have as much as your War for Cybertron trilogy figures going on right now, but he still has a lot as being a modern day Transformer. He's got elbow bends to there. And it's kind of double jointed, a joint here and one right here, so you get extra joints there, so you can bring them down. He's got bicep swivels, shoulders out to here. You can 360 them around. You just got to move the wings out of your way, which these are also on hinges, so you can display them how you want. Head is on a, I don't know if you say a ball joint on the actual head of the Titan Master, so you can get your 360 around, and a slide up and down rock there. Hips go more than a full split. He really gets it out there. He's got thigh swivels, kick to the front, kick to the back, knee bends to there, and the foot has a rock, and that's for transformation because it goes right here. So you got a little rock on the foot. It's just front and back. There's no side to side ankle tilts. You do have a 360 waist rotation. There is no wrist swivels. So that's your articulation on Mindwipe. It's not bad. It's not what you're getting now, but you still get a decent amount of articulation for the money, because these figures at the time cost like 15 bucks, so not as much as the $20 we're paying now, and $23 when Kingdom hits. We'll do a few bits of size comparison with some modern War for Cybertron ones. Here is Headmaster, Ape Face, and Snapdragon. Alright, let's take a look at Vorath. This is Headmaster. Just remove his head. This tabs on, or pegs on through the Headmaster head. Transforms, unfold the legs, and he's transformed. They went crazy with the paint apps on this guy. As you can see, he has absolutely no paint on his face. They're leaving it as a do-it-yourself custom. That's what they're trying to do, I guess. So he says black and purple molded plastic on this, but he does have paint apps for the robot face, which for Mindwipe. Arms do have articulation. They have some ball joints here, which you don't get very much, but you can move them up and down. And of course, you got your hips and your little knees to bend them. Thing I was talking about earlier, move that out of the way. You see this little square or rectangular hole there, that is for the little tab on the bottom of the legs. So you just wanted to like tab him in, sit him back, and you can take his gun, you can take it in. You can leave it like this, or if you really want to, you can also fold these pieces up. They don't have to be out. And then you do that as well. So now he's got him a little Ratchet. This peg back here does move as well, so you can do what you want with that. Whee! It's like a Chuck E. Cheese ride. Alright, now we're going to get to transforming Mindwipe. Alright, with the Headmaster removed, or Vorath, or the Titanmaster, whatever you want to call it, he's already gone, so we already got part of the transformation going on here. Now what we're going to do is, in bat mode, the arms will become the legs, and the legs will become the wings. So let's do that. Hands will fold up into the gap back here in the back. You can say, hey, this figure is not that hollow. No, it's just because his legs are fully hollow. I mean, they're just, if you push these out of the way, you can whee. But you know, like I said, hollowness isn't a big thing for me, as it is for some people. Then you take this, you want to fold his arms up all the way. This. Then you want to rotate it at the bicep swivel 180. Like that. Now you might be able to tell that the purple is really two-tone. I think the feet here look a lot darker. Now moving down here to his legs. This part here just tabs into that. And just pull that out. And so this is that rubbery, very, very rubbery right here. So that just remove that tab, move his legs out of the way from each other, and then open his leg up. Because this right here actually tabs in right there. Take his foot, you want to fold it this way. And then you just want to keep unfolding his legs. So this unfolds all the way. So do the other side, untab, unpeg. And this comes off on the front of his foot, and fold that way. So you can see the wings are now forming. Now this part here is the bat head. This will come up and onto his crotchetal. You can see there's a slight little indentation here. He's got a tiny, tiny little tab right there. And that's just the locking mechanism to lock that in place up there. We'll get to that in a moment. Take his arms, which will now be the bat feet, bring them down. This, and they're on the hinges for the shoulder joint, so you can leave them out to the side. You can bring them fully down like this. Bad legs. No. Bad legs. Sorry. And these wings here, they're on this little purple tab. You'll fold that around this way, and they're going to just go in the back side, and it will lock like that. Fold the other one like that. You want to take his wings, you just want to fold them to where you get them like this. Like that. And then you have your articulation where you can angle these suckers down. Some more. These wings back here, I just do them like this. So like that. And it kind of helps get them out of the way. It helps if you have the thigh joints here, the actual hip joints to face down. So one of the pins is facing you. It's just, it all wants to turn on you. That way the wings go like that. Take the head up. You see the, I told you about the little notches. And this where it locks it in. It doesn't really stay very well because the head is even a soft, pliable plastic. The entire head. You can see I'm smushing this down. And you got him in his baddie mode. Crazy! And you can see he's got these little notches on these wings. And there's little bitty, or little tabs and little notches here. That is supposed to lock in. But I mean, being such a soft, pliable, rubbery plastic, it's easy to knock these out of this tab. So, and that's supposed to hold your wings in place. And there is Mindwipe being batty. Now you also take this right here, take Vorath out if you want. He can actually go into the chest cavity right here. So we just want to open that up. And then you can just stick Vorath in it. There's a little part here to have his feet into. And if you just want to collapse him down into the chest cavity, close it up. Now, I also sometimes will just leave them done as the head, and I'll just stick the head so the little eyes from Vorath are just shining, or not shining, but peeking through the translucent purple chest cavity here. And you can take this piece here, and you just come around to his butthole. It is right where you would expect a butthole to be. You take it, put it like this, to where the peg is smaller. And this way is probably the more optimal way, or the way you're supposed to do it. I don't have the instructions that are put away. But now it's not going to interfere with his bat feet. I'll just take an overall look at the figure. It's not a bad mode. It's just, I don't know, the wings look a little odd to me. I think it's just because of the cheap plastic on it, maybe. And you get the translucent pink purple here, which kind of stands out from the rest of the figure. Maybe if they did it in a more purple color, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't stand out so much. But otherwise, you got more of the orangish brown all throughout the wings, which is fine with me. And you got the dark brown. See, this being that rubbery plastic, it's just going to move on you. And so, articulation out of this, you do have your wings from the legs where they fold. So you can got one here, and there's one back here. So there's 1, 2, 3 points of hinges and articulation on the wings to move them. I knocked his tail out. Now put it to the side. So you can do that. So you can always do things with his wings. Also have articulation here. His mouth will open up. You would back away, Lightspeed. Back away. And so you can reenact his one big shining moment from the rebirth. And you get a little bit of articulation here on his legs from the arms of Mindwipe. Alright, for size comparison, here he is next to the deluxe Trigger Happy that came out in the same line. And we'll bring back in Ape Face so you can see how tall he is next to him. And here is the current Alicon. It was love at first sight. The moment they locked eyes. You will love me, Alicon. Love me. So, Titans Returns, Mindwipe. Final thoughts on this guy. I've probably reviewed him before. I don't know. It's been years. It's a nice figure. I actually do like it a lot. I'm going to make a video about the Headmasters, the releases, next day or so. That will go more in depth and in detail about the new ones versus the old ones and stuff. On to the next one. Peace out.